Right, oh. Right, let's get this sorted out. 2 seconds, lads and lasses. Right, slow mode is on. No one's in. Sure. Looks like it's just me. Right, is anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Top of the chat. 5 viewers. Oh, we've actually got a couple in then. Right. Hiya, Stu, lad. Hope you're well. Happy Easter, mate. Hope everything's well with you. Hope everything's going all right. Dave Bowie, hiya, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, not too bad. Not going too bad. I thought I'd have a change of shirt. As you can see, I've got the yellow one on. The Ultimate Darts Coach one. Got that on. So how have you two lads been? Hiya, Dave. You all right, lad? I think it's you, Dave. Just got your message or what have you. And I shall check. When we finish the live stream tonight, I shall check to see whether your pennies are in. If your pennies are in, which I'm pretty sure they will be, I shall start filming your coaching video tomorrow. Hiya, Luke. Luke Stinger's in. Hiya, mate. You all right? Ryan Parr's in. Hiya, Ryan. Oh. Steve Lamore, hiya Steve, you alright lad? Somebody give me a sound check, make sure that everything, the sound's working properly and everything. How was your weekend? Actually, my weekend's been really good. Friday was really good. Yeah, to be honest with you, everything's really good. Couple of technical problems with Streamlabs, but I'm sure that'll get ironed out on Tuesday because there's nobody there I can talk to until Tuesday. But we're up and we're running, and the donations and everything are still working. So jobs are good. There's just a couple of little technical details I need to iron out with them on Tuesday. Gary Dando's in. Hiya, Gary. Yeah, no worries, Dave. Like I say, I'll check that when we finish the stream. Tomorrow, really, I should be having tomorrow off, but I'm not doing. So what I'm going to do is probably tomorrow dinner time or something like that. I might film your video and then I'll start editing it on Tuesday. So hopefully it'll be done by the end of the week at the latest. You never know, you might even get it Wednesday. All depends. Yeah, thought it was you. Simon Scott's in. Hiya, Simon, mate. Hope you're well. $60. Lovely, lovely. Again, it's been non-stop today. My lad's been over because now you can have one of your family or whatever it is. I don't know what the frigging rules are. Can anybody get their head around this crap? All these rules. Sorry for swearing, but can anybody get their head around this? How many you're actually allowed and what you're not allowed and what you are allowed to do? But anyway, my son's been up and spent a pleasant afternoon this afternoon tinkering with his Focus ST. We put some new pipes on it and what have you. Put some new induction pipes on it to take the baffles out or something so it flutters, if anybody knows what that means. I do, but whether anybody else knows what it means. It's just like a back chatter that you get when you come off the throttle from the turbo. They put baffles in the inlet pipes to stop them from fluffing. So that's what I call it. Sounds like fluffing. Eating my Aldi Easter egg. that come with a cute sloth plush. A cute sloth plush. So basically you got an Easter egg and a sloth, did you? I'm assuming it's a stuffed sloth and not a real one, because otherwise you'd be in trouble with the RSPCA. Jamie Joseph's in. Hiya Jamie, hope you're well, mate. Tristan M, happy Easter. Yeah, happy Easter, Tristan. Welcome to the stream. So we'll do a few bits and bobs tonight, have a bit of a chat about stuff. I'm mainly here to answer your questions, so if you've got any darting related questions or any chit chat. Dave Fizz is in. Hiya Dave, mate, hope you're well. Yep, not having a bad Easter at all, mate. I think I've only had, oh, smashing, something's just come in there. And I don't know whether you'll have seen that, but I've set up bullseye flying round the finger round the, do you remember on the old bullseye? I don't know whether you'll have seen that on the donation thing or not, and I don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure that there should be a flying doofer somewhere. Simon Scott. JJT has donated a £5. Thank you very much, sir. She'll get you 180. You guys won't have seen that because it's on the Streamlabs one. 180. Thank you so much, JJT. Absolute star. Thanks very much. The first one in with a donation tonight. What's a real sloth? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can send me the pictures. Of course you can, mate. I might even stick them on my site. Do you believe we'll be the top 3 in the Darts Premier League this year? Right, well, I'm going for... I've got 2 that I think definitely be the 2 top runners in my eyes, and I weren't too far off last time. I think number 1 will be Gerwin Price. Number 2 will be Johnny Clayton or Peter Wright, or the other way around. So them are my 3 picks for the Premier League. Is Gerwin Price, get him in Price. Gerwin, yeah, Johnny Clayton and Peter Wright. That's if Peter Wright comes back on form, because he's not been playing at his best recently, has he? Not that he's been playing bad, but it's a bit like Michael Van Gerwen. The problem that you've got now is you can all you do is drop that one stair from your normal 8 to 7, which is what Van Gerwen and what have you've done. And the thing is, they're also rans then, aren't they? It's not like the days of Phil Taylor when he used to be number 1 and nobody could get anywhere near him. Dear, what the hell was that? James Bourne, evening all. Hiya James, hope you're well. Mark Kennedy's in. Hiya Mark, hope you're well. Brett Pickersgill's on the money. Did you ever get the swivel stems I mentioned about Dave? What do you call it? I've ordered them, but they've not turned up yet. But I did only order them the other day, and it's bank holiday, so I'm not going to be too hard on the company that are supposed to be sending them. And it's a small, you know what I'm like, Stu? I like small shops and what have you, and friendly shops. I like small, friendly places. I don't like. I won't say that I don't like Darts Corner. That's not right, because I buy stuff off them. I buy stuff off Red Dragon and other people like that when it's necessary to do so. But to be perfectly honest, I'd rather buy off BVD or A180. And I know A180 are quite big now, but they've still got that feeling about them. I like Carl because he's got that thing, that working class feeling about him. When you're talking to him, he come to my house. We had a good old chinwag for about half hour, 45 minutes, and he's really is an absolute star. Good grief, we've got him flying in now. Thank you so much, lads. Thanks so much. Right, first of all, we've got Kevin O'Donnell at a £5. Here we go, this is for Kev. 180. Cheers, Kev. You're an absolute star. Thank you so much. And then we've got Brett breaking these teeth in again for me, gran, you know. Brett Pickersgill. Let's just get one in for you. That's three in, £3 in. Here we go. 180. That's for Brett. Thank you so much. Simon Scott. Simon Scott's in with a tour. Cheers, Simon. Absolute star. Here we go. This is yours.
180.
I'll tell you what, it was one too many. Otherwise, we could have had the 141 at the end of that, couldn't we, for the 9 darter? 3 in at once. Ryan O'Kane's in. Hiya, Ryan. Hope you're well. Game of Thrones is in. Movie Juice Mike. I've not seen you before, mate. Welcome to the stream. Whether you've been sat in the background watching or not, I don't know. But like I say, I've not recognised that one before, so welcome. Any advice on a mental block, Dave? Can Shadow throw everything you have explained? Yet as soon as I put a dart in my hand and I'm back to square one. Plus about to ping you direct into your bank. Yeah, nice one, mate. I think I'll get you the 180 for that in a second. But mental block, it's that step. You've got to. What I would do is, if you're shadow doing it and you're all right, then progress to the ball in the basket. Do the ball in the basket for 5 or 10 minutes, and then when you put the dart in your hand, just believe that you're throwing the ball. It'll come. It'll come. Might take a bit of work, but it will come. Right, let's get these other two in here. Right, so we've got Mark Kennedy. So this is a massive one for Mark Kennedy. Here we go, mate. This is just for you.
180.
On a lovely old direct bank transfer. So there's no fees in that for either of us. Works absolutely fantastic. Jamie Joseph's in with a £5. Thanks very much, mate. Thank you so much. And we've got Peter Wyatt who's in with $3. Absolutely fantastic. So this one is Jamie Joseph's.
180.
And what we'll do with this one is we're going for the 9 darter. Let's see if we hit it. Are we ready?
60.
Not that one. Here we go.
You require 141.
Let's see what it does.
Game shot 2. Dynamite. Second.
Oh, I'm a bit disappointed with that. That would have been a 9 darter. So I would have thought there would have been something a little bit more special there, wouldn't it? I'll get you the proper 180 now. I shall do there, Pete.
180.
Cheers, Peter. Thank you very, very much. It's much appreciated and it makes all the difference. Thank you so much, everybody. Dave, is BBC's BVD website down? I'm not sure, mate, but you can always get him through Facebook. Brian's website has never been the best, and he'll tell you that himself. I'm not doing him down in any way, shape or form, but his website has never been the best. Plus, he's just moved to new premises, to a much bigger shop and what have you. Through the success of, I'm hoping that I've had a little bit of an hand in that. He's expanded, he's got a bigger shop, he's got some more permanent premises and what have you. And I don't know whether what he's doing is he's doing a totally fresh, like a new start with a new shop and a new website. I'm not sure. So if his website's down, it's quite possible that that's what's happening. What I shall do is I shall contact him after the stream and find out for you, and I'll let you know next Friday. That's if his site isn't up and sorted out by then. Right, where are we? Nice one, mate. Thanks, Mark. Absolute star. Mark, I'm the same. Ryan, does that mean that you think that you're going to bung me don't forget, if you're going to bung me a direct transfer, make sure you mention it on here and then I can give you a big thank you for it, because it's very important to me that I actually thank the people who contribute to the channel. The people who donate are the ones that make all the difference, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's what keeps us going. So thanks very, very much. And it just keeps me going on that path to my goal. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just keeping on that path, and I'll get to that goal soon, one day sooner or later, without a doubt. Bill Jones is in. Hiya, Bill, mate. Hope you're well. Right, so he's working on it at the moment. Right, so anybody who's going to BVD, get him on Facebook. His website is totally down at the moment. So that's a little bit of news for you. If you need any bits and bobs, don't forget BVD do all my shirts. So all my subliminal shirts, All the ones you can see in the background of mine, they've done every one of them except this one. This one was the first one I ever had made for me, and this one cost me an absolute fortune, this one. But at the end of the day, these are brilliant for the money. I think he does a full sublimination shirt for something like 45 quid or 46 pound or something. It's pennies, absolute pennies. This one cost me well over 100 quid, this one. And that was 4.5, probably 5 years ago now. Yankee Clippers in. Hiya, Yankee. Hope you're well. Right, let's try and get up to where we were, Facebook. Right, KEB, hello. Welcome to the channel. I've not noticed you before, so if you're a newbie, welcome to the crew. You'll love it here. We have loads of fun and what have you, loads of questions. I try and answer everything. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm not like chucking darts all the time. I prefer to concentrate on answering your questions if I can. I'm thinking about buying shot tribal scallop darts. What do you think? The tribal ones are good. They're good. They are similar to the Mervyn Kings, but not as extreme. Shot darts are just art that you can throw. Do you know something? There is no darts manufacturer I don't think that's anywhere near as good as shot. I don't. I think for like I said on the last stream, everything. It's the machining quality. It's the quality of the materials that they use, the quality of the flights and the stems. It's the thing of the imagination that goes into them, the design quality. They're out of this world, mate. Absolutely out of this world. And yes, I would always recommend shot darts. Yankee Clipper, everyone. Yeah, I said Bill Jones there. Ooh. Oh, Dave Bowie's in. Oh, hey, I like that animation. Hey, kill sunglasses. Hey. Actually, I've got a pair in here. No, can't throw anyway in sunglasses. I'm neither use nor ornament with them. Right, Dave, will get you 118 and I'll come back to that question. This is for Dave Bowie.
180.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Right, so where were we? Where were we? Right back up here. Shot tribals, we've done that one, haven't we? Yeah, fantastic them. Bill Jones, advice. How to aim a dart for us players who are right-handed and left-eye dominant. Do you know something? Everybody is the opposite eye dominant to the hand that they throw with, because all you're doing is blocking your vision. If I'll put, unless I'm absolutely mistaken, I'd put a couple of quid on it that when you fetch your dart up with your right hand, you put it in front of your right eye. Am I right? Because that's what I've found over the last 6 years that I've been doing this. 5 years absolutely rock solid of coaching people live, one-to-one. And everybody, or nearly everybody, there is one or two with actual eye conditions that have glasses and what have you, or they've been to the doctors and they've said, I don't know about eye dominance, but they've got a weak eye. And that is like a proper medical condition. But people who just think that they're eye dominant, 99 times out of 100, it's not that. It's the fact that they're actually blocking the vision as they throw into the board. And as I've said on a million occasions, we're binocular animals. And that's why when you walk round or you drive, you don't drive with one hand over your eye. So why would you throw darts with one hand in front of your face? Yeah, so it's just my thing, that. I mean, like I say, and I always say, it's subjective. It's entirely up to yourself whether you agree or not. But I found, and like I say, I spent 2.5 years developing the Dynamite Dave way. I found once I got that dart away from my eye and away from my face, I instantly became more accurate and more consistent. And that was absolutely just because I could see the target that I was aiming for with both my eyes. Right, so there we go. So what I would do, if you can, is have a go at the Dynamite Dave mechanical throw, even if you're not doing the stance. Try and get that arm to the side of your face instead of going in front of it, and just watch the difference that it makes. And don't forget, it won't happen on 2 or 3 visits or 10 or 15 visits. You've got to give it a good week, and you've got to really let it bed in. And I say a week, we've not seen Kieran yet, but if Scottish Lad Does Darts comes on here tonight, I did the coaching video for him on Friday, if you remember. Saturday, he reported back to me that he'd changed the stance and a couple of other little bits, and he'd seen a massive improvement already, and that was in less than 24 hours. So that is another one of those like little steps where I say that I never like make any claims that I can't back up, and I absolutely believe that the Dynamite Dave way works, and it works for everybody. I've not come across anybody who's been prepared to put the dedication into it and the perseverance into it that hasn't seen a massive, massive improvement in the way that they play. Right, so where are we now? Wayne Flint. Hi Wayne, you alright lad? Hope you're well. Got a bad back. Oh, that's never good, mate. My mate here next door, the thing in the neighbours we've got here are fantastic, mate. You just could not wish for better neighbours than we've got. Gary's the same at the moment. He's got a bit of a bad back. He's hobbling round a bit. And it's never fun, is it, having a bad back? It's like my knees. There's not fun about it. And to be honest with you, it just makes you like a bear with a sore head sometimes. It does with me anyway. And I end up like, not snapping because I'm not that type of person, but I just feel like I'm under pressure, if you know what I mean, all the time. When I'm in a lot of pain, I just want to get away from everybody and go and hide somewhere. Hey, Dave Vlaminx is in. Hi, Dave. Hope you're well. Let's get a 180 for you there, mate.
180.
And that's especially for Davey Baby. Davey Baby Vlaminx. Nice one, mate. Cheers. Hey, I like that, the little fox. Cheers, mate. Here he is. Kieran's in. Anyway, people, enough from. In crap mood today, so just going to lurk. Still watching, just not chatting as much. All right, mate, we all get like that. Don't you worry about that, mate. Tell you, I used to feel about a lot like that, especially when I had young ones, because it's a lot of pressure, in it. It's a lot of things, it's a lot of work and what have you to look after little ones. Right, KEB, Dave. KB, Dave, what think about the fancy darts with fancy colours? 1 week later, the colours have gone off the dart. Wow, whose darts are them? Whose darts are them? Because I've got shot darts that are years and years and years old, and none of the colour have gone off them. So I don't know which darts do you mean, fella? Ryan O'Kane. How far do you live from Manchester city centre? I'm looking at flights and hotels. I'm thinking I'm about 15 minutes drive from the town centre. I'm in a place called Hyde. Hyde. That's Hyde, and it's classed as Cheshire. It's still in Greater Manchester, but it's Hyde, Cheshire. And there's 3 hotels near me. There's one, the Premier Inn at Hyde. It's called the Premier Inn Hyde. There's one called the Village, which is the one that 99% of the people that come here and have coaching use. It's literally 3 minutes from my house. A minute and a half, 2 minutes in a taxi. And there's one in Denton, again, which is another Premier Inn, and that's at the end of the M67, which is probably 5 minutes away from me in a taxi. So there's loads of stuff on the doorstep. I've had loads of people over here, mate. So if you're planning a trip, just collaborate with me. Let me know when you're thinking of coming and what have you. And I even like who was it who came up? Axel. When Axel came up, I didn't sort them out for him, but I told him exactly which trains to get and everything. He flew into Manchester Airport. I told him which train to get. Then I went and picked him up from Hyde Central. So if you're coming on a plane, what you do is you fly into Manchester Airport, you get on a train to Hyde Central, I'll pick you up from Hyde Central and I'll drop you off at your hotel. When you come here, mate, I'll look after you. I always do. I do it for everyone. Right, where are we? Oh, Neil Bell's in from Neil's Darts. Hiya, Neil, mate. Hope you're well. Just seems like ages since I've spoke to you, Neil. We've got to get this sorted, haven't we, over these darts reviews that we're going to collaborate on. We keep talking about it and never get round to it, and we really, really do need to do it. Bill Jones just noticed Bobby George's left eye dominant, right-handed. Yeah, well, that's it. I don't fetch the dart in front of my eye. I think I think, to be honest with you, that's the past and the future. I think the future's a different place. In the past, there was lots of players did lots of, like, look at Justin Pipe, the way that he throws. I mean, he's all right. He's a professional dart player and he's made possibly a lot of money at it. I don't know, but oh, Dave's in again with a fiver. Cheers, Dave, mate. Nice one. Let's get you to 180.
180.
Thank you so much, Dave. Just take this little second out to remind everybody. Don't forget, everybody, and I mean everybody who donates to the channel, regardless of which way they do it, it doesn't matter whether it's through direct bank transfer to me, whether it's through a super chat, a super sticker, or whether it's through Streamlabs. So I'm just making sure that I've not missed anybody. If I've missed anybody who's donated today, let me know. But like I say, everybody who donates, doesn't matter which way you do it, doesn't matter how you do it, doesn't matter how you contribute. If you contribute to this channel, it will be recognised in the thing in the end of month donators free prize giveaway. So you think you will be reflected in that. And let's just say it's as fair as it has ever been, and that's about as far into it as I can go without like tripping myself up and getting into trouble, and I don't want to do that again. But that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying to you is, if you donate to this channel, it will be recognised in the thing of the donators free prize draw at the end of every month. Right, so let's have a bit of a chuck. Have we got all the way down here? Let's make sure. Gary Dando, Neil, Ryan Parr, Dave Bowie. Right. I've not long started using the click system. Did you find they didn't fly right for a start? Do you mean they didn't fly right for you at the beginning? Is that what you mean? If it is, all it is the click system. I think the flights are a bit heavier because if you look round the outside of the flight, it's got like a rib round it. See, now these sort of like details don't make any difference to me. You've seen week in, week out now on the live streams, I can pick any set of darts up with any set of flights on it and throw them. If you've got a mechanical throw and you project that dart to the board in a really efficient manner, then the darts don't wiggle and wobble all over the place, so they don't need as much balancing. If you're throwing a dart and it's going true through the air, rather than doing all this up and down stuff, or side to side like a lot of people's darts do, if you throw a dart like mine, if you watch, I mean, you might not be able, I'll see if I can set it up for next week on the second view. So that other view that I pick up, which is this one, right? What I'll try and do next week is the view that you're looking at me on now, I'll try and set that up so I can get it from behind me or in front of me, so it'll be behind me, it'll be better. I'll see if I can get the camera behind me, and then you'll be able to watch my darts fly. And it's just another one of those things that'll just make you think, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And the darts just fly in an arc to the board. They just go in a nice shallow arc, straight from my hand, straight into the board. Dave Cummins, hiya Dave, mate. Hope you're well. You've got your darts now. I'm really, really sorry about all that messing about, mate. I was gutted. There was absolutely nothing I could do about it. They lost the darts, but I gave you all that information, and it's the first time it's ever happened. Touch wood. That's the first time I've ever had any problems with a post. But we got there in the end, didn't we? Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, try altering your arm speed. Yeah, so I've not watched you throw darts, so try slowing your arm speed down a bit, and you might find that they work a lot better. The problem that you've got, and this is what I keep saying to people like that throw, and same thing with Kieran, if you're throwing from in front of your face, right, you've got a short distance. You can only go so far back. Otherwise, you'll either stab yourself in the eye with your dart, or it hits your cheek. If you're here, you've only got that much of a throw, and you're releasing the dart here. So watch this, right? If you fetch the dart in front of your eye, you've got from here to here before you let go of the dart. That is it. So you've got that much to get that dart from 0 to about 40 miles an hour for it to project to the board and stick in the board. If you come from the side of your face like I do, I'll turn this away. Even though, yeah, I can't see you, but hopefully you can see me. Watch, if you see that, from in front of your face, you've got from there to there. If you come the Dynamite Dave way, you're coming from here all the way to here before you release. So you're releasing around here. And the difference is you've got a longer throw of the arm, so you've got more time for that to be going in a straight line. The shorter you make your throw and the stabbier it is, the more inaccurate it's going to be. And that is just a fact, because what you're doing is you've got to accelerate your hand twice as quickly and throw the dart twice as hard to get enough of that initial acceleration on the dart to deliver it to the board, to get it to go where you want it to go. If you're coming from the side of your face here and you're coming right back here and right out again, you've got a lot more kinetic energy in that dart, so you're throwing it with more power but less speed. I mean, it's hard to explain unless you understand about force, speed versus force, like centrifugal force. The faster you spin if you've got a wheel like a push bike wheel, and you put the center spindle in a vise, the faster you spin it, the more G-force is produced on the outside of that circle. And it's exactly the same. If you've got a small amount of throw there, so if we count this as a circle, yeah, you've got to go faster because the circle is smaller to produce the same amount of kinetic energy. If you've got a long throw, you can throw with a slower speed, but your actual muscle, and you'll even feel it, you'll feel your muscle delivering the dart better at a slower speed. And that's just fact, that is. And it makes a massive difference. I mean, you've seen how slow my arm speed is when I throw, and my darts go exactly where I want them to. Not all the time, obviously, because nobody's ever do, but once I get up and running and what have you, and I get warmed up, it can be quite a formidable chucker. Time's going quick these days. Good God, it is, and all 32 minutes. Well, I'm only going to be doing anything about an hour and 15 minutes tonight because obviously it's Easter Sunday for everybody, not just you guys. It's Easter Sunday for me, and I did promise the wife that I would sit down and enjoy a film with her. So I'm going to be knocking it off about 7:15. So I hope you guys don't mind too much, but that's what we'll be doing. We're knocking it off about 7:15, and I shall go and have a little bit of an Easter with my good lady, because she does look after me. See, she even made me a, what do you call it? She even made me a Costa coffee thingy job by me Dolce Gusto machine. Don't tell anybody, but I've got Baileys in it as well. Hey, if you've never had that, all you do is get your Baileys. If you have sugar, right, a slug of Baileys, about, well, just less than a 16th, an eighth, or a quarter of a cup, depending on how much of it you like. But a good slug of Baileys, put your sugar in it, whip it up, put it in the microwave, 30 seconds, take it back out again, whip the sugar up again so the sugar's dissolved, yeah? Put it back in the microwave, 10 seconds, then bang it on, and make sure you've got a big cup, and then do your thing, your Dolce Gusto. What did I use today? Cappuccino in there with your Baileys. Absolutely to die for. Absolutely. Love it. And not because it's alcohol, just because I love the taste of it. It's really, really nice. All right, we've got another one in there. Bigfoot Shabba. All right, Shabba. Wasn't me. Oh no, that's Craig David, isn't it? Let's come. Cheers, Shabby. You're an absolute star. Love you to bits, mate. Thank you so much. Makes such a difference that you wouldn't believe. Honest, thank you so much.
180.
That's for Shabba. What are we reviewing tonight? I think what we'll review tonight is our Roy's 1980s 28 gram darts. Now these, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they were Leighton Reese replicas from years ago. But I can't make my mind up whether Leighton Reese was actually, he had bombs. I thought he threw something like a bomb, but something tells me that these are something to do with either Leighton Reese or maybe, you'll know when you look at them, some of you guys might remember, they're either Leighton Reese or Alan Evans, one of the two. But they're definitely one of those two dart players, and they came from, I think Roy bought them in somewhere round about 1982, 1983. So we'll have a look at them today, and they're quite heavy. They are heavy darts, them, and they, like I say, I don't even know what they're made out of. Obviously, there's some form of tungsten, but they must be tungsten lead looking at the size of them. Right, Kevin O'Donnell's in with $14.99, so $15. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thanks, mate. Nice one. Let's get you to 180.
180.
I'll tell you what else I'm going to do for next week and all, and I've been laughing about this for a while, and I'm going to have to look into it to make sure whether I can do it, because this week I've had a bit of not a set to, but I've had a bit of a disappointment with one of the people off Facebook who owns a dart shop. They accused me of spamming. You know how I let you guys know by putting a post up on, like in different groups? I would imagine there's quite a few of you that are on here that have actually seen me from different groups where I posted. Well, there's one of the groups that I post in I post in there every week, but they're saying that I was doing things that I don't believe that I was, because they said they have a rule where you're only allowed to post twice a week. And I'm pretty sure up until when I started doing the live streams, I know the live streams are twice a week, right? So yeah, there's them too. And every now and again I post a letter of the week, don't I? But other than that, I don't like post loads and loads of stuff. Oh yeah, there'll be beer in a bit. Well, actually, I might even go down and get one in a minute. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be contacting all the groups that I put my plugs on for the live streams and what have you, because I don't want this happening again, because it got a bit ugly, to be honest with you. It was a bit of a message ping pong, and it just got a bit ugly, it's a real shame, like, but just one of them things. And I would rather have, if they would have just said to me, listen, Dave, we've got a rule where you can only post twice a week or something like that, and you've broke it. And they said to me, well, this is what you've done. And I wouldn't have done it, obviously. But rather than that, they accused me of spamming and all sorts of stuff. So I left that group yesterday, which is what I do. You know what I mean? It seems really, really like, I don't know whether it's me who's like crackers or something like that, but I think if somebody invites me onto their group, right, and they obviously want me to be there, and this is the case, the actual owner of the group invited me on probably a couple of years ago, something like that. So obviously I said, yeah, no problem, signed up to it and what have you, put, I'm Dynamite Dave, I do this, I do that, I do the other, putting a few posts on, and then all of a sudden it becomes a problem. So, and like I say, some of the people that were off there was a little bit like Kieran gets, I suppose, a little bit nasty, which is a bit silly, but there you go. So all these donos coming in. He's brilliant. Send some cash my way. Only joking. Yeah, mate, I tell you what, like I said, the people thingy, I'm so grateful to them, because all of yous are helping me on a journey. I'm hopefully helping you with your journey for throwing darts and what have you, and improving the way that you play darts, which obviously improves your enjoyment of the game. And that little bit of a recognition for me, it's only a couple of quid from you people. All right, some people put a tenner in. I have had people put 50 quid in, like Neil from Neil's Darts. He put 50 quid in when I first started. And that is just unbelievable for me. It's absolutely fantastic. People put in $15, $10, £2, €2, €5 Canadian, and it mounts up, and that's what, and that is all that is helping me on my journey, hopefully while I'm helping you on your journey. So yeah, great, and I absolutely love it. I love you all to bits, and I think it's fantastic what you do for me. It's really, really good, and I really, really do appreciate it. And I think it's not blowing my own trumpet to say that I do give quite a lot of it away. I give it in to charities, I give a lot away, dartboards away. I mean, not at the moment because of the corona that we've had, but I do still send people darts. Like a lot of the things that I do, you guys don't know now about it unless it's you that's picked. That's the only time when people know about stuff, is because what I'll do sometimes is if somebody writes me a really nice letter or they help me some way, or say I've had a bit of a scuffle on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or somewhere like that, and somebody's come to back me up, then sometimes I get in touch with them. All I do is I just ask them for their address, and then I send them something really nice. And that's the way I operate. That's the way I am. I just love to be able. I tell you, it's like I've said this probably 2 or 3 times. I haven't said it that many times. That if I won the Euro lottery or something like that, I'd spend the rest of my life seriously going round to everywhere I wanted to in the world and giving free. I'd do like instead of an artist doing free concerts, I would go and do free appearances all over the world, and all of you fans of mine, just randomly, I'd pick someone and I'd just turn up at the front door. I'd just turn up at the front door and like blow them away. Turn up and give them some dartboards, some darts, and just make a massive fuss of them. And the same with some of there's a place called the Double In Double Out Cafe. I'm not going to say where it is, but they play my videos every night when they have a darts night, and it's like a proper darts club, but they have a couple of competitions a week, and they play my videos while the competition's going on. And I'd just love to be able to walk into that place. I really, really would. But the same for nearly all of you. I'd love to walk in and frighten a lot of you to death. But you never know. Might win the lottery one day. Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Darts community. What am I missing here? Is he really coming back? Who's that? Who's that? What for missed? What for missed? Yeah, the Dave Chisnalls, Dave Finger. Dave won them. Well, didn't win them. Dave got the free prize draw last month, and I sent the darts off the day after, and a week later, Dave got in touch with me and said, I haven't seen hiding a head of these darts. He says, I've been in touch with them, and they said that they're still at the place where you dropped them off. So I had to put a claim in. And as soon as I put a claim in, within 24 hours, Dave will tell you this, they'd found them. Surprise, surprise. But he got them in the end. I think they turned up about 2 days after they found them. So at least he got them in the end, and that's the main thing. However, and this is what I said to Dave, and it's absolutely hand on heart, if they wouldn't have found them darts, I would have gone out and bought another set of Dave Chisnall darts and sent them to him, 24-hour courier. No question. No question about it. Right, where are we? Yeah, I've just read the end of that one, Kieran. Thanks very much, mate. You're an absolute star. You really are. And that's why I did the coaching video for you. You sent me those videos thinking that I was just going to analyse them and give you a bit of advice, and I just thought, be really nice. You know something? You seriously are, Kieran, one of the pillars of our community. You really are. The contributions that you make are with your effort, with your support, with your kindness to people. I mean, you've sent me stuff like you said. I'm sending you an SOS, a care package, an SOS package, we call them down here. And you did do, you know what I mean? And you didn't have to, and that was like really, really touching, that, mate. I was really, those darts, I've still got them Falcons, and it's one of them I keep thinking about, should I put them in the thing into the free prize draw, or should I keep them? But do you know something? I think for sentimental reasons, mate, I'm going to keep them. I'm going to put them to one side. Tell you what I might do is I might have last couple of chucks with them, put them into the thing, because I've got a safe where I keep my prized darts, and I think they're going to go in there. And then what I'll do is I'll peel those out maybe once every 12 months or something, and have a bit of a chuck with them and a little bit of a review of them again. So I think that's where those darts that you sent me, mate, mean a lot to me, and thank you very much for them. Right, where are we now? Let's see what we've missed. No beer. Well, do you want me to send the boys round? Eh? What, to me? Send the boys round to me? As long as you're sending the boys round to buy me a pint, that's fine. I have no problem with that at all. Dave, you're priceless. Hey, mate, what you see, right, is I'm a working class lad from Manchester, England. And what you see is what you get. right? I think there's no bones about me. No matter what questions you ask me, I'll answer them. And it don't. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't like to get into politics and religion and stuff like that because it causes a lot of ill feeling and upset. It shouldn't, and I think it's just the society that we live in today. People just hold far too much. Something is there was a young lass that I was talking to a while back, and we were talking about things left wing, right wing, all this sort of stuff. Like I've said before, far left and the far right are just two cheeks of the same bum, which they are. If you look at the extreme left and the extreme right, they're both as evil as each other and they're both just as bad as each other. But like I said to this young lass, I said, do you know something? I said, because I'm old, I've got a superpower. I said, do you know what that superpower is? And she just looked at me funny, because obviously she was university age. She just looked at me funny. I said, do you know what that superpower is? I listen to everybody. I said to her, I listen to both sides of the story, and then I make my own mind up. I said, I don't get offended by either side. I said, but I listen to something. I believe in my own heart. I know the difference between right and wrong, and that's what I act on, and that's what I believe. I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And there's plenty of things that the left say that are really, really good, and there's some things that are not so good. And there's plenty of things that the people from the right say that are really good, and some stuff that's not so good. And what we need to do is we need to get back to a place where we can all sit in a circle and talk, no matter how different our views are, without getting upset with each other and without wanting to fall out with each other, and just like become a proper community and society again. That's what we need. We're thinking we're one of the best and most civilized people on the face of this earth. The British, I should say, not the English. That's because you're a good man. Thanks, Neil. Like I say, it's just what you see is what you get. And I think Neil, you know this, mate. I'll do anything for anybody if I can. If I can help people out, I will do. Yeah, Stuart McNally. There's another thing, another cornerstone of our thing. He's not a YouTuber or anything, but I'll tell you something. If you ever wanted anybody in your corner, Stu McNally's that man. He's an absolute star. He keeps in touch with us all the time. He sends me messages, private messages on Twitter and what have you, and Facebook, and we have a good natter and that, and it's really, really good. Now, I know you get a lot of people like professional dart players, the proper stars of the world, and I think there's some of us YouTubers that are going that way, that are getting a bit, I wouldn't say big for the boots, because that's like, again, slightly derogatory, but they're losing touch, you know what I mean? And it's not good. It doesn't matter if you're Michael Jackson, it doesn't matter if you're Chubby Brown, and it doesn't matter if you're Michael Van Gerwen. You need those feet planted firmly on the ground. And that is one thing, so going off at a tangent again, that I absolutely loved about the BDO. That was the one of the best things that in the BDO ever. If you went to the World Championship, wherever you were sat, you could have one of the top star dart players sat at the next table, or even at your table. And that's how I believe that the sport and we should be, that the top players from the PDC should, without any problem whatsoever, be able to go and sit in amongst the crowd and talk to people. And I would not care if everybody in the world knew who I was. I'd still do the same thing. And I think if you're genuine, I don't think you'd have any problem. I don't think if I was like really, really famous, I don't think I'd have any problem sitting in a crowd talking to people. I don't think so at all. Yankee Clippers in. Hello, mate. Most folks have a darts shelf or a darts box. Dave has a safe. Dave is a boss. It's about that big. It's only for me important ones, though. It's only for me important ones. And there's ones that come along every now and again. I think we all know this. It's like your toolbox. Here we go, off at a tangent again. It's like your toolbox, innit? Your hammer is your hammer. Your screwdrivers are your screwdrivers. My darts are my darts. And there's certain ones of them that you just put them in the hand, and they just. I suppose it's like I've said before, it's like an old T-shirt, innit? That old T-shirt that's got holes in it that your wife keeps trying to throw in the bin and you won't let her. Or your old slippers, or a pair of old trainers. Everybody's got a pair of old trainers that are stuck in a corner, and you just want to put them on, don't you? They're like a pair of house shoes, like a pair of slippers. They're probably falling in holes. The laces look like the dog's chewed them. The other lace looks like the rabbits have had it. The tongue's half hanging out of them, but they're just the ones that you go for every time. And I have darts that are like that. Oh, hang on a minute. Bill Jones, hiya Bill. I don't know whether I've said hiya to you. I can't remember doing so. Welcome to the stream, Bill. Hope you're well. Man City support. Do you know something? All my family are United fans. My dad's a massive United fan. My brother's a massive United fan. I don't follow football. I tried. I think I've said this on the stream before. I tried for about 2 years to understand football, and I'm one of these, me. I can't stand it because of the cheating, all that diving on the floor and what have you. I mean, you might absolutely love football and you might totally disagree with me, but I can't be doing with it. I sit there raving at the telly, and I ended up, I think, in the pub once screaming at the telly, shouting, "Get up off the floor, you cheat!" I just can't stand watching people the way they throw themselves on the floor and try and claim penalties and that. Like I say, when I was a kid at school, if somebody had done that, I'd have run past them and kicked them in back at head. Scottish lad. You're a star, you Kieran. You don't have to send me another care package, mate. If you want to send me something, you know I'm going to be over the moon and I'll absolutely love it, mate. But you don't have to if you finger. Especially if you're not flush, mate. If you're not flush, mate, don't do it. That's what I said. Yeah, don't finger. Don't be sending me nothing, mate, unless you're all right. Seriously. And I'm saying the same to everybody else. Do not skin yourself out by donating to me. I don't want you to experience any hardship through helping me. That's one thing I don't like. If you can afford it and you can spare it, then that's absolutely fine. And I really thank you so much. I really, really do. But I don't want to see any of you going without at all. Game of Thrones is in. Hello, Game of Thrones. Actually, I think you were in earlier on. I'm just... Oh, there's another one in. Hang on a second. What's that? That's not... Yeah, well, like you said, that's exactly your problem. You think about it, a set of darts, tiny in it, in a box, very, very easy to go missing. And like you say, if the 50 quid retail, it's quite easy on eBay to get 30 quid for them. So I understand where you're coming. I'd like to think that the delivery drivers wouldn't do that, but I know exactly where you're coming from. Right, Derek. Ehrenbach. Derek Ehrenbach. Is that right? That's my go at it anyway. Ehrenbach. Yeah, that's a cracking name. That's nearly as good as Llewellyn, that, isn't it? Right, anyway, thank you very much, Derek. That's $2 US. That's 2 in. Right, let's get this fired up. I'm all fired up. Right, come on. This is for you. Thank you very much.
180.
Yeah, that takes me back to about 25 minutes ago when I was talking about some new things for Bullseye and what have you. I'm hoping to get the look at what you could have won and that sort of stuff like that. That should be pretty funny, that. We were talking about I don't know whether any of you were on there last night, Love Darts. We were talking about naked darts and stuff like that. We started having a bit of a joke about that, and I told them, and I'll tell you lot now, I actually about 2 years ago made an episode of, it's not naked darts as in like with now on, it was just like it was like a comedy thing, and it was really funny, but my wife wouldn't let me put it on. And I tell you what, if I put that on, seriously, it'd go viral, and I'd probably get about 10 million views off it. Me and our kid fell about laughing, and if you watch yourself, you usually think you can't stand watching yourself, and I don't normally like watching myself back, but I do it to check the videos sometimes, but it's not the best thing. But tell you what, That was absolutely hilarious, that was. And I said on the next thing, in the next video that I put out, there's actually an introduction, an intro on the front of that. And what I'll do is I'll use the intro, just give you a bit of a sneak preview into it. And then at some point, if I can talk it into it, I'll put it on the channel. It's proper funny. It's like a sketch show. Gotta go, Dave. Okay, Glenn, take care of yourself, Chippy. I'll be in touch with you because I've got thingy. I think I'm doing a darts coaching video for you, aren't I? I'm pretty sure that's not far from the thing at the front of the queue now, mate. I think you're not far from the front. Where's that? Dave. Good grief. Your grip this evening. I was finding the dart to lay over any. I was finding the dart to lay over. Go straight instead of blocking the beds. It's, what do you call it? It's you've got to release it like you're throwing the ball in the basket. You've just got to let go of it. I'll tell you exactly what you're doing now is you're overthinking it. What you're doing is you're trying too hard. Throw the dart at the board, right? But don't think about it. Just throw the dart to the board. Make sure that you've got a nice long, slow arm speed. If you throw in the Dynamite Dave way and your arm speed is too fast, your darts will wibble wobble all over the place. You've got to get that arm speed down. Get that arm speed down, and you'll see, you'll find the sweet spot. There's a sweet spot in the arm speed, and you'll see my arm speed is dead slow, and that is the sweet spot, and that is where you'll get your darts, and they'll go perfect to the board in an arc. So have a play about with your arm speed. It's quite possible you've got your arm speed too quick. So that's for you, Davey baby. Leighton McDowell, hiya mate. Not seen your. You might have been in before, but if I say hiya to you and say that I've not seen you before, my memory is absolutely atrocious, shall we say. So if you have, you have. If you haven't, you haven't. Hang on a minute. Hello, George Couch. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Can't believe that. Bill Jones. At least they're actually from Manchester. Well, yeah. You should get some Keen Barry flights. They are standard shaped. Dynamite written on them also. Could you throw the Phil Taylor flights you showed in your tune-up kit video? I probably haven't got those ones, but I'm pretty sure my future son-in-law, hopefully, has got some in his case, and I'm gonna go and have a look at them. Bill Jones, I don't really care for football either. I just see it as another money-making industry, and fans get upset on the team's behalf. Or happy. Yeah, it's thingy, isn't it? It's I think that's been from time immemorial, though, hasn't it? Football. It's always provoked a lot of very high feelings. It's a bit like religion, isn't it? Because I don't know how old you are, but lads of my age and older, the football was like a religion thingy when I was a kid, when it was in the 70s and what have you. You were born into a family that were United supporters. In them days, you very, very rarely had supporters from different teams in one family, because obviously your dad would not allow you to be a fan of an opposing team to whatever he and your brothers were fans of. Sheffield United, oh dear. Don't know anything about Sheffield United. I know about Hyde United. Their grounds across the road from me, I can see their floodlights at night time. So I'm instantly skint. Consistently. Got to diversify, Kieran. You've got to diversify. I'll have to have a word with you, mate. We're going to have a Zoom call or something, because are you doing tags on your videos? Because that was something that Darren Watson told me. If you don't put tags on your videos, like with loads of different daft sayings on them and what have you, misspelling stuff, You'll see them on mine. If you don't put them on, you won't get a quarter of the amount of traffic or a tenth of the amount of traffic as you will if you put the tags on and you put them on with the right wording on them. All you need to do is build yourself a decent size, a decent following, if you know what I mean. But don't forget, Kieran, I've spent over 6 years doing this. I think, what are you? Are you in your first year still? Have you done 12 months or maybe a little bit longer? So you've got a long way to go, mate, and you can't with YouTube and what have you, unless you're doing something crazy where you get millions of views every day. It's gonna be a road that it's again exactly the same as learning a Dynamite Dave way. It's a path that you've got to walk, and there is ways of speeding it up, but I never have done. Close enough. Ha! Cheers, mate. Gary Dando, I'll be back in a bit. Need a refill. Get me one while you're there, Gary. I'll have a diamond. I'll have a thing in Altsy's diamond. Drop a lime in the bottom. Frozen glass. All right, mate. Yeah, I remember that stream from last night. I can say the famous phrase, or should I leave it to you? Which one's that, Mr. Kerr? Famous phrase? Which one? Or did I miss that? Because I think what do you call it? I was dropping in and out for beer and what have you. But yes, you can say the famous phrase, mate. I'll let you do that. Hey, Neil Migalski's in. Hiya, mate. Hope you're well. Right, so we'll get those other darts in a minute. We'll have a chuck of them once I warm this arm back up again. Let's warm this arm up and we'll do a review of, shall we call them, our kids' darts. Our kids' darts. And we'll have a chuck of them, our kids' darts. Oh, 81. Don't forget to add tags, mate. That's what'll draw all your traffic in. I'll think, like I said, you've got a smartphone, haven't you? I'm assuming you're on Zoom because it costs now. Get yourself onto Zoom, right, and send me a message. And not tomorrow because I'm going to have a day with the missus. I've got a little bit of filming to do tomorrow, a couple of coaching videos, and then again, because it's Bank Holiday Monday, I'm going to try and spend that with the missus. But Tuesday, we'll try to make a date, right? And what do we call it? We'll have a chat, and I'll tell you how to put the tags on and everything, and what to put on, because it's important that you get right the tags that you put on. I mean, you look at how many views I get on my videos compared to a lot of people like Atomic Darts, yourself, even Neil's darts and what have you. If you look at the amount of views that I get on my videos, you two lads should be getting the same amount. And I think if you're using your tags properly, there's no reason why not. And it was Darren Watson that told me all about tags. I knew nothing about them, and that's why I didn't have much traffic on my videos years ago. But he put it right for me. Is it? Oh! Just 140. Just the 140. $123, 140, followed by 123. I'm going to make a top 20 lads on your page and we'll play. Yeah, dead right. I've got Knacker. I've got that. I've got Knacker. I've got webcam darts. I've not actually played on any of them yet. I should do. It's making time. As I've said probably 1,000 times. The problem that I have is because I'm doing coaching, I don't have the spare or free time to be going on Knacker and playing people and all the other sort of stuff. That I just don't have that luxury, because if I did that, I'd be at it like 18 or 19 hours a day. So I'll just do what I can. Oh, knob to the hockey. Up to the hook. Yes, I remember him saying that, but I didn't catch on that he was taking piss out of me. Tell him I'll be round at his house. Give him one of them. No, it's quite good, that. Yeah. I mean, how can anybody say anything? What were we calling him yesterday? The Spanish cur? Juan? Juan Kerr. Ooh, that looks a long way down, have we? Oh, excellent, we're actually at the bottom of it, so I can actually do a bit of chucking. Right, what did I have, 140? Who asked your opinion? Hey? Alexa? Who asked your opinion?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Well, it wasn't me. She's a right one, that Alexa, isn't she? Sticking her nose in. Right, let's see if we can see where we go. No, David. No, it's gone. There we go. 81. So 140, 123, 81. Ah, 41. Cockapoo-poo. Right, so let's choke these down. We've got about 10-15 minutes left. Like I say, I'm gonna dive out early today, lads. I'm afraid I'm going to spend some time with my good lady. Right, so let's have a find. Now, where are our kids' darts? And I think they might be there. Yep, them are them. Our kids' darts in the Dynamite Dave mug. Just £599.27 from official outlets. Not really. Right, now these are, well, they should be lead tungsten, because if you look at them, the actual barrel isn't that long. And they actually weigh between 28.4 grams and 28.1 grams. So, as you can tell, they're 80s darts because they're nothing like each other. I won't say nothing like, but you know what I mean. Right, let's have a look at this here before we go and have a chuck of these. Alexa, play Scottish Lad Does Darts Reviews.
I can't find the song Scottish Lad Does Dance Reviews in your music library.
Oh, sorry, Kieran. She doesn't know who you are. There again, she doesn't know who I am either. Watch this. Alexa, who's Dynamite Dave? At least you... Oh.
According to edgeability.com, dynamite was invented by the Swedish chemist and engineer Alfred Nobel.
Don't think that's what we meant, was it? How do you feel about, anyway, Neil Migalski, about the over 50 league that Phil Taylor is playing in next year? Yeah, there's a Q school for that league. I'm hoping you go in. I didn't even know anything about it, fella. So it just shows you. See, because I'm on the coaching side of it, I don't, like I say, I don't get time to follow these sort of things. I rely on you guys telling me about these new things. So there's an over 50s league. Yeah, but do you have to have been an ex-professional dart player sort of thing? Or do you have to have been an ex-champion? Or, I mean, if there's a Q school for it, I'll go in it and I'm sure I'll do pretty well. Same way. Steve Lewin, I'm off, mate. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you. Yeah. Take care, mate. All the best. Steve Lamore, one of the best guys out there. Top man. I'm hoping at some point you come back over here, Steve. We can have another weekend together. That was proper mint. It really was. My Alexa just went off. Hang on a minute. Alexa doesn't have good taste. What it needs, right, is I believe you can go on and... See, there she is again. I believe you can go on, right, and you can there's some directory somewhere on Google where you can put into it. So, I don't know, I might be able to find it. If I can, I might go and put an entry in, because you see her sometimes say, according to the official entries. Shabba, take care, Steve. Yep, take care, Steve. All the best. Hello. Brilliant stuff. Hiya, Scott. New one. Is it a new one? Are you the new one to the channel, or I think is it me? Because I don't remember seeing you thingy your name before. Anyway, if you are not a regular to the channel, welcome. You'll have a lot of fun here. We have some great nights tonight. Unfortunately, you've got in a little bit towards the end. I'm cutting it short. Normally I do about 2 hours. Yeah, but tonight I'm doing about 1 hour and a quarter, so I'm going to be going about 1:15. So we've only got about 5 minutes left, so I'm just in the middle of doing this little review on what I call Our Kids' Darts. Our Kids' Darts, them from the 1980s. I'm going to chuck them for you in a second. And he's all the way from Salem, Oregon. Brilliant stuff. We get people here from all over the world, don't we? Hey, all over the world. Australia, we've got them in from Australia. Canada at the moment. Thingy George Couch is in from Canada. I think we've got a lad in from New Zealand. We usually have people in from the Netherlands, Austria, Norway, all over the world, Japan. I watch your videos, but never on a live stream. So you're in the right place, fella. If you've got any questions, if you watch me call it, if you enjoy the videos and you've got any questions about them, this is the place to put them in. And I'll answer live whatever questions you've got. Yeah, that's thinking not a bad idea, that actually. Right, so let's have a go at these dead heavy 1980s darts. Right, let's have a chuck with these. So, not bad with the first 3 darts, and I never chuck them. I don't particularly like them, to be honest with you, but there you go. Oh, Paul Bowman's in. Hello, Paul. You all right, mate? Sunny Blackburn. Yeah, you only up the road. Our kid had his thingy, his mapping done in Bury, next door to you. Well, not next door, but you know what I mean. Us truckers. Scotland's next door. 3, so 60. 60. Yeah, there's very, very little grip on these. If you look, I'd say they're a 2, 1.5 to 2. There's literally just those 5 straight cuts in them, which is very, very typical of the 80s. 80s and 90s darts. Do you call everyone our kid? Oh no, just my brother. No, that's the thing of my brother and my sister. So that's who we call our kid here. Our kid are your brothers and sisters. It can be your brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws, depending on how long you've been part of the family and how you feel about them. My brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws are our kid as well. Aileen Harvey, hiya sweetheart, I hope you're well. Better late than never. Yeah, we're going in 5 minutes. Because it's Easter, I think I've promised my good lady I would sit and watch a film with her, so we shall be going. Oh, Slobber Dan's in. Hi, Dave. How to set flight properly. Can you show? What do you mean by how do you set your flights proper, buddy? Expand a little for me. Back of the class, Aileen. Yep, she's late every week. I think she's one of these trouble causers, you know. She's in she comes late every week. Right, Matador. How's it? Hiya, Matador. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. Matador Darts is in the house. Love the darts. Hello, love the darts. Hope you're well. I've been trying to throw a bit of your grip with some positives. Kevin Painters. Oh, do you know something? I never even thought about that. But I tell you who else's throw is similar to mine, but not the same. His thing is Tony O'Shea's. If you look at Tony O'Shea's, he comes to the side of his head, and I just used to love watching him throw. Same as Wolfie. I like the way Wolfie throws, but again, he throws from underneath his eye. But I think he's got quite long arms, so he does have quite a nice slow pace to his throw, which is always good. Same with thingy John Lowe. He always had a very slow swing. Yeah, Kevin Painter always had a face like a smart bum, didn't he? I don't know what film. What we do is we get on. I've got that Amazon Prime, so we get on there, have a look on there. we're getting out that we want to watch on there. We'll have a go on Netflix and have a look on there, but we'll find something. And what was it we watched the other night? It was really good one with what's his name out of it? Gold. What was it called? Deception, I think it was called. Deception. It was a really good film. But I like some of the thing. Do you know something? I must have watched RoboCop 100 times. One of my other favourites is, I like these really like daft films, me, you know, like the thing of the Marvel films. I love them, Iron Man and stuff like that. So a couple of my favourite films. One of my favourite films is RoboCop, the original one, the first one. Another one of my favourite ones is Ghost Rider, the original one, the first one. Ghost Rider 2 was a bit... But Ghost Rider 1 was really good. I enjoyed that. I've watched that probably about 60 or 70 times. What else have I watched loads and loads of times? Terminator, the original Terminator and Terminator 2. I've watched both of them loads of times. There'll probably be others. Bradley L. Hello, Bradley. Hope you're well. I tell you what, it's 1:15 now, so I'll stay till 1:30, right? Is that fair? That's fair, isn't it? I'll stop till 1:30. I'm sure I shall get in trouble, but never mind. You're worth it. You're all worth it. Matador and some darts stuff too. Yeah, I think I was there. Well, I was there a lot at the championships. I think I watched nearly every one of his campaigns. He was the thing. He always the princess, wasn't he? He was always the princess in the final. And do you know something? It was heartbreaking because he really, really did deserve a world championship title. He really did. I mean, when putting flights on how much you stretch them. Well, your dart flights should end up like that. So when you open them, what I do is I squeeze them until they sit opposite. So hopefully as straight as possible. You never get them perfect. And if you've ever watched the slow motion, when you throw your darts, if you spin your darts, all the flights curl round anyway. So they don't stay like that. They look like they do, but if you watch a dart in slow motion, the actual flights all curl round. But just make sure, I mean, you'll see me do it quite a lot. If I'm using ones like these, if I'm chucking ones like these, I'm playing with them all the time and all I'm doing is squaring them up. Whereas with the click system and what have you, don't need to do that because they're preset. Gary Dando. Whoop, wait. Hey, don't run off. Have you gone? Barney's got a great throw. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Raymond van Barneveld, another one. Awesome throw from the side of his face. From under here, like that. Well, dead, relaxed throw. And if you go and watch him in the 90s, 2000s, and then watch him towards the end, same as Phil Taylor, same chuck. Very slightly different because of his age and what have you, and his body mass and everything changes. That's the great thing with the Dynamite Dave throw, though. It doesn't matter what weight you are or what age you are, your throw will stay with you for the rest of your life. If you get this technique right, it doesn't matter. If you put a bit of weight on, you lose a bit of weight. I've done it. I lost 3 stone over about 3 months. And that is a hell of a drop, that, a stone a month. And I was still playing darts consistently. And that was because, and exactly the same as why I can pick darts up like this. First visit a ton. And there's a set of darts, like I say, I've not thrown these for ages, and they're a lot heavier than what I'm used to throwing. The Borat films, I've watched the thing of the old ones. Some of them, they're a bit cringeworthy, though, aren't they? They're a bit like that Keith Lemon. I end up squirming round in my chair watching it. The old Megowski, hang on a minute, why does this flick up dead fast? Yeah, I've got some great videos. If you go, I never thought of that, Ryan. Yeah, if you go onto my channel, right, on YouTube, click on the video section, top right hand side of the actual video page, not right at the top where you normally put your search, there's another search further down. If you type in grip there, I think there's at least 3 videos in the Neil. I think there's at least 3 videos on the grip. And I've got one of the last ones that used to be, because the coaching videos, the personal coaching videos, when I did Kieran's, I shown the videos in that I use in the personal coaching videos. So those are all being refilmed. So I'm refilming every one of those videos and changing them. So obviously, if you have a personal coaching video, it'll be different than what other people have seen on the channel. So that just keeps it. And obviously, your analysis is the main part of it anyway. And then it's individual films showing you how to change from what you're doing now to a better throw and a more consistent throw. But yeah, there's at least 3 on there, I think, about the grip. Right, let's see if we can catch up with some of these. We've got 2. Then Robin Hood did the last one. Oh, yeah. I've done. I'll tell you what, I wish I had £1 for every time I've done that. From Canada. Understand how Joe Cullen can be accurate with his throw. It's because he's trusting his body. It's only the same as what I've told you guys what you've got to do. Sticking the dart underneath your eye and giving it that before you throw is a lot less accurate than throwing right from where Cullen does, but he trusts his body. What he's doing is, you look at Cullen, he's looking where he wants his darts to go, and he's just putting his darts where he wants them to go. The fact that he's over here, I find that a little bit extreme for me, but all it's the difference is Cullen comes from here and I come from here. That's the only difference. I come from here, Cullen comes from over here. But he's doing exactly the same thing. He's allowing his body, he's trusting his body to put those darts where he wants them to go. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, mate. It is, if you've got an individualistic throw, it's about mastering your own throw. The only thing is with your throw, how do you know when it's individualistic? Like in an individualistic throw, how do you know if that is ever going to be accurately repeatable? And it's very, very difficult to know that when you set off. So you can be really, really talented and could have the potential to be a fantastic dart player, but because you've got a poor technique, you'll never get there. So that's the way I see it anyway. Because I know there's people that think like Justin Pipe and what have you that have actually got there, and they've spent years and years getting there. But how many people have actually had the potential to be a world champion, but because they've got a poor throw, have lost out? There's got to be loads and loads and loads of them. To next week. Oh, you're going there, are you, with a chainsaw to chainsaw the door down? Get your gran out? You're going to rescue her? Gone to my old arrows, reverse. Cost me 28 quid. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. The thing is, though, is with darts, it's the same thing. It's not the darts that make any difference. It's you. You're throwing them. It's like you can't pick a golf club up and say it's the golf club's fault because you can't hit the ball. It's not the golf club because the golf club's an inanimate object. It's you that's hitting it. So it's never the equipment's fault, unless obviously it's broke. If your equipment's broke, or you've got flights on it that look like the dogs chewed them, and then the next door's rabbits had a go at them, and then somebody's hit them with a brick, then obviously they're not going to perform properly. But if you've got a good setup, a good quality setup, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be able to throw them. Wayne Farrow, hiya Wayne, I hope you're well. I thought it looked proper smart, mate. You're doing a good job there, you're building it up, aren't you? Yeah, you've done a good job of that. You made that yourself, didn't you, if I remember rightly? Yeah. I think you've done a real good job of it. Real good job. I'm lucky I've watched and played that since I was young, so I've copied a lot of simple throws. Say my technique now is very good. Yeah, well, that's what you say. It's the minor flaws that let you down, but it's getting those flaws. It's eliminating those flaws and what it takes to eliminate those flaws. That's where, like anything. I mean, I can teach people how to throw darts, but I can't do it for them. And I think you'll probably understand what I'm saying here. I can give people all the tools in the box. I can give them all the encouragement in the world, but you can't do it for them, can you? You want to. I tell you what, I'd love to be able to have pills that you could take and you could all of a sudden be able to throw darts like Michael Van Gerwen. I'd be a multimillionaire, wouldn't I? But all I can do is give people the tools in the box, and then it's up to them how they use those tools. I better throw some of these, haven't I, before we go? We've only got 5 minutes left. See if I can get the arm warmed up a little bit again. Ton. Ton skate. Ton skate. Oh, when somebody said before, are you not having a beer tonight? I've got some in here. Got a slug of Bailey's in it. It makes really nice coffee. I said this earlier on. But if you weren't here earlier on, shot of Bailey's, about that much in the bottom of your cup, get your sugar in it, whip it up, put it in the microwave, 30 seconds, take it out, whip it up again until the sugar's melted, put it back in the microwave for another 10 seconds, and then do a Dolce Gusto over the top of it, a cappuccino or something like that, or a mochaccino. Absolutely awesome. Yeah. I think I mean, obviously I can't reveal any names or anything like that, but there's some top line players that I do actually coach. And again, it's like the better you get, the smaller percentages of what you're looking for. It's like Peter Wright. That's why he swaps and changes a lot. But look at the talent that he's got. Again, he can have 2 or 3 sets of darts in his case. And like me, halfway through a leg, he can go and pick another set of darts up and start throwing them. And what he does is he's always looking for that 1%. He's a fantastic dart player, and he's always searching for that thing, that extra little 1% that he can do. And it's fantastic, it is. To be able to throw darts at the level that he does and the amount of different... because don't forget, if you look at those Red Dragon darts, he's thrown every one of them, which is very unusual for a professional. All the darts that Red Dragons sell with Peter Wright's name on them, obviously not the brass ones because they do them as like an introduction for kids and that, but the top line darts that they sell in the Peter Wright collection, he's thrown every one of them, and you know he can throw every one of them. And it's just fantastic that to be able to... And I love it. I love the fact that I can go into the pub and I can go behind the bar and just pick, or get the barmaid or the landlord to just pick 3 random different darts, and I can play people and I can still give them a good game. Oh, are you off, Kieran? I'll leave you to... No, we've not seen enough of your rambles. Stop being sad. We all love you to bits, you know we do. Right, so if you're going now, I'll speak to you. It's past now, and like I said, I'd stay till past. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to say ta-ra to everybody, and then we'll close the stream down. We'll be back here, as usual, next Friday night. So let's have another 2 or 3 visits with these, or 4 or 5 visits with them, and then we'll call it a draw. $81. Really strange, these darts, because they feel quite short. Well, they are quite short, actually. Don't just feel it. They are quite short, considering the weight of them. And they're not badly balanced for a really short dart. Not bad at all. Not my type of dart, as I say, because there's very, very, very little grip on them. Oh. It'd be better if I stood square onto the board, wouldn't it? There we go. 81. Son. Yep, see you Friday. See you Friday, Ryan. Yep, take care, everybody. Everybody who's leaving, like I say, we'll wrap it all up in a second. Oh. Nearly, but no cigar. Oh, overshot the last one, but not too bad. Right, lads and lasses, don't forget, you'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in, as it says on the shirt. And always, 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 toe to the hockey. Now take care, everybody. I love you all to bits, you know I do. And I'll see you on Friday at 7 o'clock, so don't be late. Hey, Aileen, don't be late. Right, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching, and we'll see